Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Fields of Mistria. So in this video, I just want to talk about some tips and tricks and just kind of play the game and chill out a little bit. But I've learned quite a bit along my Fields of Mistria journey. It is currently fall 24th on my first year, and so far I have 2 chicken coops and I have 2 barns. Plus, I almost have 30k in the bank, so I think I've done decently well for my first playthrough. And yeah, I've learned some things and I just want to share some things, so that's why I'm making this video. I want to talk about some of the best ways to make money that I've discovered so far, and I want to talk about some of the best perks that I like. And so far, this is my, I think, 4th Fields of Mistria video in our series. Definitely one of my favorite games at the moment. It reminds me a lot of Friends of Mineral Town on the Game Boy, the Harvest Moon game. I grew up playing that game, and this game kind of has a similar vibe, I think. One thing I like to do to kind of save time, I'll actually just pet my chickens as soon as they come out of the chicken coop. That way, you know, I can kind of let them out and pet them at kind of the same time. It's just much faster than going in there, petting the chickens, and coming out and ringing the bell. I don't really try to minute max these type of games, but I like to be efficient. Alright, so my first tip has to do with this little goober, this little blob right here. But if you attack the blob just like that, as you can see, it'll only do 1 damage, but you can do more damage if you swing your sword and you hit the rocks that he's shooting at you. You'll do way more damage. Like, you'll do 13 damage, as you can see. Going from 1 damage to 13 damage is a significant difference, in my opinion. Now, there's a perk that gives you a jump sword attack that you can use on enemies, but another really good use for that is to use this move to kind of clear out your weeds. As you can see, you can clear out weeds so much faster just by using the jump sword attack. So it is pretty cool. Now, most of us know to donate 1 of every crop to the museum to complete the museum, but you also want to make sure that you ship 1 of every crop in your shipping bin. Every time you ship a new crop that you have not shipped before, you will receive a new recipe in the mail. Now, I've also found out that cooking in this game is like really profitable. It's more profitable to use your crops for cooking versus just selling your crops. If I sell 1 cranberry, I get 125 gold, but if I turn that cranberry into cranberry juice, I will make 135 per item. So that's a 10 gold difference just by turning it into cranberry juice. And that's also a really good way to level up your cooking really fast. Cooking was one of the first skills that I maxed out to level 30 because when you plant a bunch of regrow crops, especially in the beginning of the season, and they grow every 3 days, like, you're just getting so much crops that you can just turn into cooking dishes. Now, whenever I plant regrow crops, I try to do that in the very beginning of the season. That way I can maximize the amount of crops that I'll get. Now, all the farming perks for tier 3, really good. Living off the land is pretty good because whenever you harvest a crop, it will occasionally drop a cooked dish, and cooked dishes sell for quite a bit of gold, up to, like, you know, I've had cooked dishes that have, you know, dropped that are worth like 400-600 gold per cooked dish. So it's just a nice little bonus, you know. This is a really cool perk too, Superb Sower. You can charge your seeds and spread them across a wider area. Also, a really awesome perk, harvest time. Slow growing crops now reach their first day of harvest a day earlier. So I think that applies to regrow crops as well. So if you have that perk, you should get regrow crops every 2 days. And prize winning is just a really fun perk. Harvesting crops will occasionally drop coins based off 5% of their selling price. Now, this tier 2 farming perk, I love this one right here. It's called Bountiful. Watering a crop will occasionally drop a seed version of it. Let's go ahead and turn all of our cranberries into cranberry juice. There we go. Putting in that work. Dang, that just dropped a bunch of cranberries. We literally got like 8 more cranberries for free. That was a good lucky drop. So another really good item is mayonnaise. In order to make mayonnaise, you just need 2 eggs. And the reason why mayonnaise is really profitable, you actually get 90 gold per mayonnaise. If you just sold 2 eggs by themselves, you will only make 40 gold. So for mayonnaise, you get an extra 50 gold per item. Bread is also a super profitable item because 1 wheat is worth 150, but if you turn that wheat into flour right here, you'll get 175, but if you turn that flour into bread, you will get 190. The only downside of making wheat into flour, if you're making a lot, it really speeds up the time, so that's kind of a downside, but you do make quite a bit of money, so I think it's worth it. All right, let's go ahead and turn the flour into bread. We will make 23 bread. Let's go. You'll really rack up the cooking points by doing this. Go ahead and send the babies inside. That way I don't forget. I almost forgot to put this in the shipping bin. I'm kind of curious to see how much money I'm going to make with 23 bread, 53 cranberry juice, and 8 mayonnaise. But I would like to build this coop before the day is over, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do that or not. I might need a speed boost. Let's go ahead and drink one of these. Oh wow, yeah, that gives me like a lot more speed. That's pretty crazy. I do feel like I'm moving faster. Will I make it back in my house in time? I have 10 minutes. It's 1:50. Alright, I made it back in time. So I'd say that was a pretty successful farming day. We just made 12,000 gold. And we leveled up our town to level 34. What's this? We have like this book at the request board. Might have to check that out. Almost level 35 now. Oh hey, it's Jupiter's birthday. What should you give a witch for her birthday? Like, I have no idea. Now the real question is, what should I spend my 40 grand on? That's what I'm wondering. Alright, let's go ahead and call our new chicken coop the Hen Den. The Hen Den. Now what's really cool about this game is you can actually feed your cows your crops. I don't know any other games that let you do that. Yeah, I kind of have a breakfast theme going on. I named one of my cows Bacon, the other one Muscle Milk, the other one Omelet, and the other one Pancake. And I also have another cow named Butter Toast. And let's not forget about Mocha and Waffle. Oh, sweet, free seed. Nice. Now, I really like some of these fishing perks right here. I just made it to tier 2 not too long ago. My fishing is level 16. Now, I have noticed that it seems like fishing is way more difficult to level up than the other skills. It seems like you need a lot more fishing experience to go to the next level versus the other skills. But some of the tier 2 perks that I really like is the Lucky Haul. Lucky Haul is kind of cool because sometimes when you catch a fish, you'll actually get a duplicate of that same exact fish. Perfect Catch is also pretty cool. Uncommon and rare fish become more common. That's kind of nice if you're trying to like complete the museum and there's a certain fish that you need that you can't find. That perk may come in handy. But this one's cool right here. It's called Unexpected Haul. Basically, treasure boxes will appear more while you're fishing. There was this one instance where I had like 3 or 4 treasure boxes in a row when I got this perk. It was when I first got this perk. If you have the dinner for 2 perk, you'll get an extra dish while you cook. But the waste not, want not is the skill that gives you 1 ingredient after you finished cooking, which is a pretty nice level 1 perk. Now this tier 2 cooking perk is called Likeable Cooking. Basically, it turns any item into a liked gift. Now, I haven't really dived too far into the woodcrafting or the archaeology, so I can't really say too much about those skills. I don't really focus too much on blacksmithing, but I have heard that blacksmithing can be a useful way to make money. You can actually sell the items that you craft at the blacksmith machine and make some decent money doing that. If, let's say, fishing is not really your thing. Personally, I think fishing is pretty profitable, especially when you get that perk with all the treasure chests just coming out. You know, like, A lot of times treasure chests have like hundreds of gold in them, so. Now, most people know about the free soup at the end, which gives you energy, so you get free energy just by doing that. But there's also some other places around the map that will give you some free energy. If you go to the Eastern Road, you will find a fountain right over here. It is a clear water fountain that you can drink from, and if you drink from it, you will also get free stamina. Now, I didn't say this in my last video, but you can find chestnuts right here by the river. That was something that I did not know until like summer or something like that. Like I had no idea where to get chestnuts. I had like a quest that I had to do. And I was like, where's the chestnuts at? And I could not find them. But yeah, they're just right here by the river. Now, there's another fountain by the beach that you will unlock once you've built the bridge right here, and that fountain is right over here. This fountain could be useful if you do a lot of fishing by the beach and you want like some more energy. Anyway, guys, that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. Greatly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.